Hi everyone, this is Dr. Pradeep Reddy, Associate Professor from School of Management, Sage University, Bhopal. Would like to bring you about funds flow statement in this video. Let us see what is this funds flow statement. It is a statement in a summary form depicting the changes in the items of financial position between two balance sheet dates and showing sources and application of funds. So here the main reason for preparing the fund flow statement is in order to know what is the financial position of the organization or the firm between two balance sheet dates, so that we can understand where from the sources of funds and the application of funds has been utilized, so that the management can better understand how come the funds should be brought or utilized, how the control is there. So for this purpose, fund flow statement helps us a lot. With looking into the objectives or purpose of fund flow statement, the first one is to know the changes in working capital during the period. That is, if I take one balance sheet period, I can understand what are the changes in the working capital position, whether what kind of uh, current assets has been changed, whether cash has to be maintained or cash can be used for other sources. Stock, what about the position of stock, debtors? So in this way, we can understand the changes in the working capital during the period, that is from one balance sheet date to the other balance sheet date. And to understand the working capital position of the firm, whether we have to increase the working capital position of the firm or decrease the working capital position of the firm, and to assess the financial condition of the firm. What is the financial condition, whether it is running on a better process, whether the firm is in profit or loss, in order to understand and how come the financial condition should be ascertained to get the betterment of the organization. These are all can be known from the funds flow statement. And to anticipate the working capital portion, if we are having very poor working capital, we have to make efforts for it. And to reveal the most important changes, those have taken place during a particular period. So between when we are looking into the funds flow statement, we are taking the reports of two annual reports, so that we can understand what are the most important changes that we have made, whether we have sold the shares or issued share capital, or we have sold a machinery or we have bought a machinery. So what are those major changes can be known through this particular period, and to provide a basis for budgeting. So of all, the major important aspect is the budgeting. So for the next year, how much budget we have to keep it and cope up to understand the financial need of the organization. So this funds flow statement is utilized. And let us see the importance or uses of or benefits of funds flow statement, how it is useful to the shareholders, useful to the creditors, and useful to the bankers and others. So let us see how it is useful to shareholders. It provides information regarding the availability of funds in the business. It indicates the earning capacity of the business, so that shareholders can understand whether to invest in this company or from exit from the company. It enables to know the ability of the company to pay the dividend, because end of the day shareholders looks for the dividends, and they can understand whether the company is in a position to pay the dividend or not. And the next one is the useful to long-term creditors and debenture holders. It helps to understand whether the money borrowed is utilized or not, and it enables to judge the capacity of the company to repay the loan or debentures. And the third one is the useful to short-term creditors, banks, and financial institutions. So it helps to know whether the money borrowed is utilized or not. It helps to know whether the company can pay interest or to repay the principal in time. So these are the general benefits or importance means relating to these aspects. And the other one is the how it is useful to management. So with the help of funds flow statement, the planning, it helps in planning temporary investment of funds. So at times, because in order to utilize the opportunity cost, this statement helps us to do or to plan in this aspect, and evaluating proper utilization of funds. So how we can utilize the funds? how funds can be controlled, so how proper utilization of funds has to be done, and formulating sound dividend policy. So here, as we know that shareholders will be looking for the dividend, and we can formulate a very good dividend policy, and we estimating future working capital requirements absolutely. Hence, we have the information with relating to the past 2 years of data. We can have the budgeting of this, testing whether working capital is effectively utilized or not, or it is wasted, taking appropriate decisions regarding purchase of assets for the future, identifying any necessary investment in fixed assets, okay, and understanding the reason for financial difficulties, if any, and planning for redemption of long-term debts, and ascertaining funds from operation. So these are all the benefits of funds flow statement, which is useful to management. Hope I have explained with relating to the funds flow statement, what it is, objectives, the purpose of it, and the useful or the benefits of funds flow statement. Thank you, everyone.